Hi, welcome to Queer Coping Together, Mazzoni's series where the folks here at Mazzoni get to share with you all some strategies and tips and tricks that help us cope with everything that's going on in the world right now. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm Amelia. I'm a behavioral health consultant in the health center. I use they, them pronouns. And what I want to do today is share a practice that utilizes breath, body, our self-compassion to kind of help relax our nervous systems, help us chill out. I use this for a lot of folks in the health center dealing with anxiety, stress, grief, having a hard time sleeping. I use this for myself, especially when I wake up in the middle of the night. It's like more effective than counting sheep. One thing that I wanted to say about today's practice is that we are using the body, and I think the body is a really awesome tool. It has a lot of information. A lot of times when we feel stressed, we notice it in terms of like chest tightness or feeling in your stomach or digestive stuff or tight shoulders or neck pain. So there's a lot of information in the body that the brain would love to ignore. That being said, the body can also be a triggering place. So everything you can do kind of in your own way. If something doesn't feel good, you do not have to do it today. Everything is an invitation. So I'll be leading you through, but if something doesn't feel right, you definitely do not have to do it. So let's dive in. So you can feel free to lay down if that feels better for you. You can also do this sitting in a chair. So get comfortable if you're laying down. You can lay on your bed, couch, floor, whatever. If you're in a chair, just sit in a way where your feet are on the ground. So I'll give you a couple seconds to get there. And then we're going to start off with the eyes. And we're going to kind of let the eyes relax. So you can close your eyes if that feels good. If you prefer, you can kind of leave your eyes open, looking down at the table or whatever's like 3 or 4 feet in front of you, or the ceiling, but maybe like your eyes kind of looking down a little bit. And just let your eyes relax if they're not closed. So we're trying not to like stare, So let your eyes relax. And then we're going to start by noticing the feet. And you're going to notice the toes, the balls of your feet, your heels. Let your feet kind of press into the ground a little bit. You're like, what's going on with my feet? And then you can notice your shoulders. You can move around a little bit if that feels good. Just let your shoulders feel kind of heavy if you can. Sometimes you'll notice stuff there, like I'm noticing today. It's a little crunchy. That's okay. You can notice your jaw. Let your jaw relax. And then if you feel comfortable, you're going to bring one hand somewhere on your ribs or your chest and one hand somewhere on your belly. And you're just going to notice how your breath is moving in your body. So as you inhale, you'll notice that your belly moves out. Maybe your chest moves. As you exhale, it goes back down. And sometimes you'll notice tightness here. Sometimes you'll notice discomfort. And all of that is okay and actually welcome. So we're just going to notice it and be like, yep, okay, that's what's happening. And as you notice the rhythm of your breath moving in your belly and your chest, some people like to imagine that this is like a wave inside of your torso and your hands are just riding that wave. You might notice your breath shifting a little bit. And if it doesn't shift, that's okay. You can notice sounds in the room, outside of the room, and then come back to your hands and let your hands connect you back with your breath. You can touch base with your feet, your shoulders, and your jaw whenever it feels right for you. Come back to the hands. Notice again if the breath has changed. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And as you're doing this, your mind is also probably going to wander off in a bunch of directions, which is also totally fine. And every time that happens, you're just going to come back to your hands and let your hands bring you back to your breath. So over and over again, just coming back to the hands, coming back to the breath. And we'll just take a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, you can bring your hands to your legs or to your sides if you're laying down, and you can look around the room and just notice what's in the room. And then you can come back to your computer or phone or whatever. That thing where we look around the room is called orienting, which can be really helpful to the nervous system when you are stressed out or feeling a lot of anxiety in whatever space, whether you're outside, inside, just being like, okay, where am I right now? And let's get my brain into this present moment. So yeah, I love to ask folks how that was for you. And a lot of times people say good, and I'm like, how do you know it was good? So like, what did you notice? You know, did you notice any sensations in your body, sensations in your chest? Did your thoughts change? How about your breath? How are you feeling now compared to how you were feeling in the beginning? One thing that I really love about this is a great practice for those of us who other people are like, you just relax, just take a minute and relax. And you're like, how do I relax? Especially with everything that's going on right now. So this can be a really cool tool to kind of teach your nervous system that it's okay to relax, and teach your nervous system how to relax. It can take practice, so I recommend kind of integrating this into your day, especially at times when you're not already feeling anxious, because number one, it's easier. Number two, because then when you are more like your brain has a memory of how to do it, so it's just easier to do when you're stressed as well. So yeah, setting a timer, 5 to 10 minutes, integrating it into your day. If I don't set a timer, I'm someone who will be definitely thinking about my dishes or whatever I need to do, my plants, after like 45 seconds. So most of the things that you remember that you need to do can probably wait 5 or 10 minutes until you do them. Yeah, what else? Thanks so much for being here and for giving me this opportunity to share this practice with you all. All right.